Hi everyone, my name is Shivani. I'm a certified life and NLP coach, and I'm also a manifestation coach. I teach people how to turn their dreams into reality using their own subconscious mind. So if you're looking to book a session with me, check the description. You will find all the details that is required for you to do so. And let's start this video. So if you're thinking that, hey, this is not your usual setup, let me tell you, I'm just sitting in my husband's office, and yes, I'm making video from here. But yeah, sitting anywhere in this world would not stop me from making videos for you guys. So here I am making another video. In this video, we're going to discuss about why circumstances never matter. But why do they never matter? Let me discuss about that in this video. So let's first discuss that how circumstances are even made in the first place. You thought something in your mind first, and then the circumstance happened. Like you gave into your insecurities, you gave into all the negative thoughts that you had in your mind, and then because of that your reality shifted, and the bad circumstance or the bad scenario happened in your reality, right? So now you already know that circumstances are made by your own mind. Circumstances are just your mind's construct. I'll tell you how. So what happens is, whatever you are seeing right now in your reality is being processed by your own mind. So first of all, if you know just a little bit of science, what happens is that if you are looking at this phone right now, so what's happening is, so light falls upon any object in this world, such as this phone. If you're seeing this right now, the light is falling on this phone, and then when it is reflected, it reflected on our eyes as in our retina. I don't remember much, but yeah, it reflects on our retina, and then through the veins in your eyes the information is transferred to your brain. How does it transfer? It transfers through the electric signals. Your reality is nothing but how your brain is interpreting this whole reality in this world. That's why it is said that no two people in this world sees color the same way. So that is why what you are seeing right now is only and only your mind's construct. The way how your mind is processing the information is totally deciding what you are perceiving. So what happens, I'll give you more detailed example. So what happens is, whenever an event happens, so basically you know that I am a certified NLP coach, and I'm also a certified life coach. So that's why I know a little bit about how this reality works and how mind perceives the information that we intake. So what happens is, whenever an event happens in your reality, each person in this whole world has a certain set of beliefs and assumptions in their mind. They have some sort of assumptions that they have already made in their mind. So what happens is, when an event happens, every person who had seen that event processes that event after filtering it through its own assumptions and beliefs. So suppose if you went to a party and you saw a fight, and similarly other people also saw the fight, each and every person will dictate or will explain the scenario that happened, or will explain the fight that happened in a different way. One person would blame other, another person would blame other, and every other person will explain the scenario based on how much information they intook in their mind and how much they filtered it through their own assumptions and beliefs about their reality. So that is how your reality works. Any event that happens in this reality is being processed and is being filtered by your I would say five senses, and after it is being filtered by your five senses, it goes into your brain, and then it gets another set of filtration by your assumptions and beliefs about what you believe to be true about your reality. So that's why each and every circumstance is your mind's construct, and just by changing how you perceive your reality, you can change your reality, because your reality is nothing else. It is just a solidification of your assumptions. That is what science also has proven, and that is what Neville Goddard has also said in his lectures. So in metaphorical terms, if I express it in metaphorical terms, it means that whatever you see in your reality is just your assumptions or your beliefs, your hardcore beliefs being manifested outwards in your reality. So if you want to change your reality, if you want to change your circumstances, first of all, those circumstances are also a result of your assumptions and your beliefs about that person, that scenario, that event. So suppose if you have just started your job and for some reason you had this belief, probably you just made an assumption, or you just saw it in the serials or TV serials, TV commercials, or anything, or someone else explained you formed this assumption that all your manager does is suck your blood. He wants you to work your whole day and he does not want you to have a work-life balance. What will happen is you will encounter such people or such managers who will exactly be fulfilling that assumption of yours. They will exactly be standing upon those assumption of yours. They will exactly harden that belief of yours that yes, managers are such people who do not want their employees to have work-life balance. And no matter how many companies you will change, you will encounter such managers only, because that is what you believe about yourself, and that is what you believe about your reality, and that is what you believe about your managers or anyone around you. So your circumstances are just a creation of your own mind, and that is the reason why they never matter. Because if you can create some negative circumstance, you can also create a positive circumstance. And how would you do that? You would do that by changing your assumptions about your reality, just by changing the beliefs that you hold about your reality. That it's that simple. It never matters that how hard your circumstance seems to be. You can always get out of that circumstance if you have that ability to just persist in your new reality, because your reality is being controlled by your own mind. And that's why each person's reality is absolutely different. And because of the same reason that I explained you scientifically, our reality is our mind's construct. So if you are one of those people who think that my reality can never change, I am stuck in this situation and I can never get out of the situation, you are wrong, because you can absolutely get out of that situation. How? By changing your assumptions about your reality, because creation is already finished. Another thing that I want to add here is you as a human being are continuously selecting your new reality. So as human beings, we are always jumping and we are always shifting realities each and every second of the day. How we are doing that? If you can be a little bit observant and if you can be a little bit awakened, you will notice that you are always and always having some conversations in your mind. You are always having some dialogues in your mind. You are always making assumptions about what is going to happen next, what they are going to say next, what your boss is going to do next, based on what you actually believe about your reality and what you actually believe about yourself. If you believe that nothing good can happen to you, that is what you're going to encounter, because you believe that nothing good can ever happen to you. Trust me guys, circumstances never ever matter, and I am the real proof of it. I have manifested so many things in my life where I felt that I am stuck, there is no way out, there is no way I can manifest something better in my life. But here I am talking to you, explaining to you every single thing that I've learned in this life. I'm explaining to you everything that I have experienced, I have learned through my own experiences. And that is why I can say to you with guarantee that your circumstances never matter. If you can assume a different reality and if you can select a different reality in your mind, you are going to manifest a different outcome. And that totally depends on what you are assuming in your mind continuously. Your state of consciousness is what is actually creating your reality. One interesting question that a lot of people ask me is that if I am robotically affirming all the time and if my thoughts actually create my reality, why am I not able to manifest my desire at this point of time when I've been robotically affirming 24/7 non-stop? The answer for that is your nervous system is still not accepting your affirmations. Your subconscious mind is not ready to accept your affirmations. See, no matter how hard you affirm, no matter how hard you visualize, if your subconscious mind is rejecting your affirmations, you're not going to manifest it. The only reason why you manifest through your robotic affirmations is because your subconscious mind in the end just accepts your affirmations. So we must know that how to regulate our nervous system. It is very important to know that our nervous system is the key factor. Our nervous system is the one that is connecting our mind through our body. And once we have the connection between our mind and the body, we will be able to manifest our desire. That is the only reason why you are able to manifest any desire when you robotically affirm. And that is why I always say that if you are robotically affirming but your subconscious mind is continuously rejecting your affirmations, no matter how hard you affirm or how much you robotically affirm, you're not going to manifest your desire. I'm not saying that robotic affirmations do not work. I am 100% sure that robotic affirmations do work. But the reason why they work is because your subconscious mind in the end just accepts them as your truth. That is the reason why you are able to manifest anything by robotically affirming. And if you are not able to accept it, and if you are again going to come into my comment section and say that, oh, shut up, robotic affirmations work, you do not need to believe. I'm not saying that you need to believe it consciously. All I'm saying is you need to convince your subconscious mind and make a belief in your subconscious mind that what you want is already a reality. And you need to learn how to regulate your nervous system. So coming back to the topic of this video, circumstances never matter. Why? Because circumstances are just your mind's construct. And if you can construct a negative circumstance, you can also construct a positive circumstance just by using your mind, just the exact way how you created that negative circumstance. You created that negative circumstance by persisting in an assumption which was not true when you started affirming it in your mind, but you accepted it anyways because that's what your subconscious mind felt familiar with. So I'll give you a very solid example that my mind just recalled. So if you are in a relationship, okay, and you feel familiar with being cheated on, you feel familiar with being rejected, your subconscious mind feels familiar, your nervous system feels familiar with this thought that I am never prioritized and I will never be prioritized in any relationships no matter what. I always have to put all of my energy in the relationship, and even after that I get cheated on. That is what you feel familiar with. That is what your subconscious mind and your nervous system feels familiar with. So no matter what, you're only going to get cheated on. Why? Because that is what you persisted in. And because you have this belief that I will always get cheated on, if your girlfriend or if your boyfriend will say to you that I'm going out with my friends tonight, be it a male or female, it doesn't matter. If they are saying to you that I'm going to go out tonight, your mind will be like, they are cheating on me, they are cheating on me. Because in each and every scenario, your mind will be like, they are going alone with their friends, and I know what they do alone with their friends. They talk about boys, they talk about girls, and they indulge in all the bad things when they are not with their significant other. That is what your subconscious mind believes. You will in that scenario will not be thinking that I trust my guy, I trust my girl, and no matter what, wherever they are loyal to me. You do not have this belief, and you do not feel familiar with this belief because you feel familiar with this belief that I always get cheated on and I am never prioritized. And you will persist in it no matter what. You will persist in this assumption that I am such a person who is always cheated on. So that is what you are going to manifest. And then you're going to blame it on your partner because they cheated on you. But that is what you actually persisted in the first place, right? You persisted in this assumption that I always get cheated on and my SP is going to cheat me. You are going to persist in this assumption no matter if you are seeing any proof of that or not, because that is what you feel familiar with and that is what your mind feels comfortable in saying. You will not feel comfortable in saying that my boyfriend or my girlfriend is loyal to me. Why? Because that is just not your belief at this moment, and your whole body will reject it. That's why I always say that it is very important for you to work on your limiting beliefs, and you need to work on the resistance that you have in your mind. And that is the reason why I always say that circumstances are just your mind's construct, and you can come out of that circumstance at any point of time, at any given point of time, because we as human beings, as I said, we as human beings keep shifting from one reality to another every second of the day by choosing, by selecting an assumption. And just by this process, that by selecting a new outcome, we can shift realities and we can jump from one timeline to another. So yes, that is the reason why circumstances never matter. Okay, so I hope you like this video and you love this video, and if you want to take session with me, check the description. You will find all the details that is required for you to do so. And yes, if you like this video, you know the drill. Like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye, take care.